periodicities. The rings of periodicities crossing through the symbolic journeys in rituals. By doing rituals, by taking part in rituals, such rituals in the caves, the practitioner, if he commits rituals, then Saturn is his ruler. Saturn at first gives the suffering, difficulties, bondage. He is the lord of bondage. He is the lord of the effects of past evil karma and death also. In one direction. In another direction, Saturn gives difficulties and makes man rise above them. He gives strength to face them. And when he rises above them by surrendering to Guru, then what happens? He gets liberated. Therefore, never think that in a fellow's horoscope, all things is well. All the affairs are not well. Generally, every man has some happinesses and some worries, both. If both of the mixture of both is present, then only it is life outside. We must not yield to both happiness and worries. All right. There is another path in Scorpio, that is some yogis who have no need of living in family life. They are above family life. They are above all bondages. They have no wants. They got a high estate. Such people, some of the such people, de-link from the family life. Not we. Don't think about average people like us. Such a yogi de-links himself. He cuts the link, the relationship with his family and take to sannyas, another ashram, and he goes to caves of mountains and make penance there for the sake of the welfare of the world. You see Gautama the Buddha, he left his family and he went out into the outside the world and he made penance for some years in Gaya. Where did he perform his penance? Gaya. Gaya. The name of the town is Gaya. Under a tree he made penance. So such fellows who make penance and who dealing from the wants, material wants, under the name of Vairagya, therefore they are addicted to Vairagya. What is meant by Vairagya?
Not attachment. Not attachment.
Very nice, very nice. Vairagya does not mean detachment. It is non-attachment. Raga means attachment. Vairagya means non-attachment. Such fellows who follow this Vairagya path, they are covered under the, suppose such fellows are born in Scorpio. Don't think that all Scorpio people are bad people. There are some yogis also who are born in Scorpio, who perform penance in the caves secretly, taking the Vairagya. For such people, Pluto is the lord of the sign. Pluto is the lord of the sign. Pluto is, it is the vehicle. Pluto, the planet Pluto is the vehicle of Yama, the lord of death. Yama, the lord of death, works through Pluto planet. I told you about Pluto number of times, we discussed. It causes death to body. If he is a yogi, what does it do? It gives liberation. It gives liberation. Either the death of the physical body or the death of mind. Death of mind means absorption into God consciousness, supreme experience, all right? Like that. You know the name of Shankaracharya. Shankaracharya. He is one of the greatest prophets of the world. He is born under the influence of Pluto. Therefore, he got liberation from physical attachments and he got merged into the higher consciousness and he taught the philosophy of Advaita. What does it mean? Man can become God. That philosophy was taught by Shankaracharya. Though therefore wants are prone to death in this process under the influence of Pluto. All the disciples of this sign, any disciple, any yoga practitioner, any spiritualist belonging to Scorpio takes to his penance or sadhana, yoga practice, prayer or bhajan or something, reading good books, whatever sadhana he undertakes, it is secret. It is secret because secrecy is the keynote of Scorpio. A worst fellow also is born in Scorpio. He is always living in the secret places. And criminals like that. Also great yogis who want to keep their practice not known to any other fellow. We can find out some yogis, they perform rituals and worships and bhajans, etc. Outwardly we can know that they are devotees to God. But some fellow do their sadhana, do their practice, do their rituals, etc. secretly. They want that nobody should recognize their sadhana. They are not for recognition. They allow themselves being far from the world. Such fellows was Bala Yogi, I told you the other day. Bala Yogi. And also there is a great person, I will indicate. Master E.K.'s father, his name is Anantacharya. That's E.K.'s father, his name is Anantacharya. That is the grandfather of our Ananta Krishna. He was a yogi, but he never appears to be a yogi. He covers a veil. Many others could not recognize, many people in the world could not recognize that he was a yogi. Some people could recognize that Master E.K. was a saint, was a yogi, but they could not find out his father also was a yogi. That is the mischief. Why? His sadhana, his practice is under veil, but it is secretly done. He doesn't want to exhibit himself. They keep their sadhana, their practice in secretly. In secrecy, just like a child is brought up in the womb, that which we cannot see it, it is not visible. The growth of the fetus in the womb is not visible nor conceivable also. We cannot think it over. For example, you see the growth of flower. How a flower appears? There is some seed, plant, then flower, then fruit. These are 4 stages. But we see them, but we cannot understand how flower comes out of the seed, how fruit comes out of the flower, how seed comes out of the fruit. Again, the plant comes out of the seed. This is a circle. There is flower, here is fruit, here is seed, here is plant. From seed plant comes, from plant flower grows, from flower fruit is born, from fruit seed is born, from seed the plant grows. All these stages are not visible by a person. They are secretly done. They are the mysteries of nature. They are the mysteries of nature. A botanist can say in detail the growth of the plant. But why on what background is the growth happening, the botanist cannot tell. The mystery is not known to the botanist.
This is also Scorpio.
Yes. There are so many mystic phenomena that happening in the world. That is mysteries of nature. The man cannot find out. Even the greatest scientists also cannot find out such mysteries. There are such mysteries in nature, thousands. Which is all done in secrecy, which cannot be conceived by us. In the same way, the fellows born in Scorpio under the rulership of Pluto practicing yoga secretly also. They are just like flower coming from plant. Their practice is not observed with the naked eye. You cannot see with eye. They always live among us or live secretly, but what they are doing we do not know. There was a time on this earth, about this I told you already, the story of Adam and Eve. At one time, from millions of years back, the story occurred. In the Old Testament it is written. In those days, men and women had no sex difference. They had no physical bodies at all. Only when physical body you have difference. Then in those days, there was no physical body. They were living on the soul level. They are living as souls, not bodies. In those days, there was no sex. Just with the will of the person, the children were born. They were the children of nature and wandered freely in the Garden of Eden. But the Satan, you say in the Bible he is Satan. We say here Saturn. Plant Saturn. In the Bible and Paradise Lost of Milton, he is called Satan. In Telugu Bible, he said that we Satan. Satan. He is like a serpent. It has some serpent-like rings. Saturn also. It bites the couple Adam and Eve. Immediately they are stimulated to have the fruit of the garden, the Eden garden. That is what happened. Then they fell down into the spiral path of matter. They fell into matter. Prior to that stage, they were only on the soul level. There was no matter. Later, the spirit condensed into matter. All right. They fell into matter due to the biting of the Saturn. That is the spiral path. What does Saturn indicate? The spiral path of a serpent, which brings down the soul into the matter. All right. They ate the fruit of tree of knowledge. What is that? What did they ate? Both Adam and Eve ate the fruit of tree of knowledge in the Garden of Eden. What is that tree of knowledge? The background of the mind, the origin of the mind. How mind is born, the birthplace of mind. That is the fruit, the origin of the mind. It's a symbolic story. It's not a historical story. It was a symbolic story. There were such stories in old scriptures throughout the world. What did God give them? I told you yesterday. Coat skins of coat. Coat of skins. Coat of skin. What does it mean? Physical body. Came into existence. They were cursed. The physical bodies were formed. Henceforth the snake crawled on earth, worked as the vehicle of man for the fall and woman. Who is responsible for the fall of the man and woman, Adam and Eve, from the soul level into matter level? Who was? Saturn was responsible. Saturn is the spiral path of a serpent which bites the man or woman and brings the soul into the material level. We are all belong originally, even now, though we have physical bodies, even now we are actually, what is our original level? Soul level. We have bodies, we are not bodies. We are not bodies, we have bodies. We have minds, we are not minds. But we have no soul, we are soul. All right, I told you yesterday. Time and again I am repeating that. So we are originally belong to the soul plane. But we had the instruments, that is body, ether, mind, etc. We have to make use of them properly. But what does the serpent path does? He bites us and brings down from the soul level to the material level. That means we forget God, we forget God's presence everywhere, we forget pure love, we forget sacrifice, service, all these divine qualities, and we imbibe diabolical qualities, demon qualities, like sex, anger, jealousy, etc. All right. The numerical potency of the sign is Maya. వచ్చిందే ఎడిపోయింది వచ్చింది క్లాస్లోకి వచ్చింది మళ్ళీ ఎడిపోయిందో The numerical potency, every sign has a numerical potency of its own. The numerical potency of Virgo is Libra is 4, Virgo is 7, and Scorpio is 8. Why 8? We will see. You know, already I told you there are 7 planes of consciousness. Bhu, Bhuvaha, Suvaha, Mahaha, Janaha, Tapaha, Satyaha. There are 7 planes of consciousness. There are 7 principles who are the lords of these 7 planes of consciousness. All the 7 planes, ladder-wise, from material plane to highest spiritual plane. But here, what is the role of Saturn? All the 7 principles fall down into the 8th. What is 8th? Matter. So the 7 principles, higher principles working in the world or working in us also have fallen into the 8th principle. What is that? Pakka matter. Matter. So though we are soul level, though we have 7 principles working in us, we still fall down into the material plane and crave for sex, and crave for money, crave for food, craving for jealousy, anger, like that. So the number potency, the numerical potency of Scorpio is, the role of Scorpio is the role of the serpent. It is equated with serpent. What is the serpent here? The serpent of lust, the serpent of anger. This brings down us from the soul level into the 8th level, into the material level. Therefore 7 plus 1 is equal to 8. That is the numerical potency. 7 plus 1. 7 are the higher principles. This 1 is matter. So 7 principles fell down into the material level. Therefore, the numerical potency of Scorpio is 8. Sometimes, as I have said just previously, all the 7 principles go up into one level. This is fall. This is fall. This is rise. Even the beings who fall down into the material plane also belong to Scorpio. Some fellows who do their yoga practice secretly, they rise this, they overcome the 7 principles and they rise into the 8th level. The 1 level or 8th, you can say. What is that 8th? Supracosmic plane. Supra-conscious plane. That is what is called in Sanskrit, that is called aloka. Aloka. What does it mean? Loka means glance, sight, seeing. Loka means seeing, or observing, or understanding, and conceiving, perceiving, making know of it. But this is Aloka. A means no. No Loka. All the 7 planes are within our conception, within our understanding, within our perception. But this 8th principle is beyond our understanding, beyond our conception. That is why it is called Aloka. Why is it called Aloka? It is beyond. Yes, it is the highest. This also, otherwise it is called, there is other name, Vaikuntha. It is also called Vaikuntha, where Vishnu, the Lord Vishnu, is said to be residing in Vaikuntha. It's not a village or a town, it's not a city, it's not a particular spot in space. But what Vaikuntha is, it is a plane of consciousness which is above all the 7 planes. But it is supreme consciousness when our mind and our individual consciousness get absorbed into Vishnu. Then we also sometimes enjoy the plane of consciousness that is Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha means there is no Kuntu. From Vaikuntha, from the highest plane of consciousness, we never come back. There is no path of return. We stay in that plane. Therefore it is called Vaikuntha. Kunta means fall. Vaikuntha means no fall at all. One person who has attained the 7th loka also, 7th plane of consciousness also may fall. But who went up to the 8th level, he does not fall. Therefore that is called Vaikuntha. In Sanskrit, there is a verse in the Gita taught by the Lord. Abrahma bhuvana loka punaravatino arjuna shine punye macha loka vishanti. That means up to the creator level. You become Brahma, the creator. Even the creator may fall. But the person who gets into God's consciousness completely, he loses his consciousness and he completely absorbed into God's consciousness. Such a fellow does not fall down. All right. The creator also may feel egoistic. I am the creator of the universe. Sometimes a yoga practitioner, when he got some powers, mysterious powers, I have such mysterious powers. So at any time in the evolution of yoga practice, you may be yielding to ego. Very chance of ego plucking your mind. But there is no chance of ego for such persons who are in Vaikuntha. That is the path of no return. Vaikuntha means the path of no return. They always stand in that same plane. They may take birth, masters, but they live in the plane of such a consciousness, highest consciousness. They are not touched by the physical bodies. They are above physical bodies. They are above etheric bodies. They are above mind. They live as soul. Though they live in body, they live as soul. They just use their bodies. Though they live in one body, they can appear to number of people in many bodies. Master could appear in 2 or 3 bodies at one time. I know such incidents. In 1 minute, at Vijayawada he appeared in a body, in Visakhapatnam he appeared in another body, in another body at Tirupati he appeared. At the one time, at the same moment, one time. How is it possible? We think there is a miracle and mysterious power. No, it is natural. We have not yet gone to that level. Therefore, we think that it is mystery. But for such a yogi, it is only common. Because he crossed the physical level, he crossed the material level, he crossed the mental level, he crossed the intellectual level. He is in Vaikuntha, Lord Vishnu. So he was identified with Lord Vishnu. In Vaikuntha, what happens is, the yogis living in Vaikuntha are not different from Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha is not a place, it is a plane of highest consciousness. Therefore, those yogis who go to the highest plane of consciousness become Vaikuntha. That is Vishnu himself. Vaikuntha means Vishnu himself. They are all pervasive. Like Vishnu, they are also all pervasive. They can be indweller in any person. Such are masters. You know. Such masters also may belong to Scorpio. That's why don't think that Scorpio is a bad sign. There is a very, very big misunderstanding among the students of astrology that those who are born in Scorpio are cunning fellows, are criminals, are sex beasts, like that. No, no, no. Great yogis also may be born in this sign.
But they are very few.
Huh?
Great yogis are very few.
Up to, that is right. That's I agree. Such yogis are very few who make their practice very secretly, belong to this sign. I found two, Bala Yogi and Master E.K.'s father. I saw him for about 15 years, but I never saw him doing puja. That does not mean we should not perform. We should do prayer, we should do puja, but he always appears lonely. If anybody comes to him to learn something from him, he used to tell. Otherwise, he does not involve. He does not get involved in anybody's affairs. He just silent. But his plane of consciousness is Vaikuntha. He lives in that secretly. His practice is very secret. Such a fellow belongs to Scorpio. All right. Scorpio means from which date to another date? What is the beginning date of Scorpio? Suddenly, if you ask, how can I tell?
October 21st
October 22nd or 21st to November 20th. That is Scorpio. Duration of the month Scorpio. Have we crossed? Have we crossed Scorpio or not? Now.
Yes.
We are in January, February. Today is the first date of February. Therefore, we have crossed Scorpio. But we have not yet crossed Scorpion mentality. That we must transcend. All right. Astrologically to say, the fellows who belong to 7 planes go into the 8th plane. Astrologically to say, this is the material plane and this is Vaikuntha. He goes from Scorpio to Taurus in the reverse wheel, reverse direction. He raises up to the level of Taurus. Taurus is the sign of God in 2 forms. Taurus is a very good sign. In Taurus, there are 2 forms of God. But number 1 is Lord Krishna. You know, Krishna bears some, what is that? Feather of peacock. Taurus is not only bull. Taurus is equated with a bull. Not only bull, even peacock comes under Taurus. That's why Lord Krishna was born when Taurus was the ascendant, first house. And his moon also was in the sign Taurus. Then he was born. He had a feather of peacock on his head. You know, peacock kills serpents. Do you know it?
Is what?
Peacock. It can kill serpents.